part 3 of the ram air exhaust manifolds. I think the first one was I just was trying to figure out what to order, and the second one was again more of that and how to order the cheapest way that I thought. And this one, I got some of the parts and I'm putting it together, and I got the manifolds in. I got 2 bolts on each side, and then I'm stopping. So that's part 3. I ran out of time today. So I got the manifolds here, which I think I showed you before, but I couldn't find any of the right length bolts online, so I ordered my own. I went down to the hardware trucking store and I got grade 8 bolts. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's it. I couldn't find anybody selling the right bolts. But the other thing I just got this sitting here because I was getting ready to put the manifolds on. But then I checked, this is just an example, I checked the heads and the bolts wouldn't go in. The threads weren't clean. Like that. So I don't want to fight it all the way in. So I had to reach up in there and clean the threads. It was a bitch. I don't know why they were, I don't know if they got rust in them or what, but make sure you clean your threads before you put your engine on your car. Anyway, I got these bolts. Just take them out of here. And I got some extra washers in case the bolts are a little bit too long. I just want to show you something else, but I need to get these bolts out of the way or they're going to drop on the floor. The next issue is, the next problem is, well, first of all, you need a 2 flange and a 3 flange, and the manifold will tell you that. This has got 3. This one has 2. So I'm going to have to do a close-up of this other problem, but I'll explain it to you first. If I take the downpipe and I put it on here like this, which it's going to go, this flange has been expanded too long. So when I put it on here, I can't get a tight fit. And it's expanded so big that it covers part of these holes. So I need to go back through and trim off some of this. For 2 reasons. One, I need a tight fit. It's so long I can't get a tight fit. And the other one is I can't get these studs in here because it's covering half of the threads. And I also bought some Permatex anti-seize lubricant. I got all the bolts in this for like 16 bucks. Online they wanted like 25 for these bolts, plus 20 bucks for shipping. So, as an example, I'm just going to show you this. I mean, this could be a good guide for me to cut this. I can't cut that much. I don't think. I got to think about this. I got to cut off 1/8 to 1/4 of that. So, I don't know if I'm going to show that, but I guess what I'm getting at, well, also, this came from Pipes, and they're the ones that, like I said, I think I said in other videos, Summit and Jegs and everybody, they sell pipes. But it turns out even Pipes doesn't make them. They came from China. They're made in China. But I guess Pipes kind of holds the pattern. They were the ones that went through and fit it to the car and made sure it fit. But obviously there wasn't quality control on this. So then after I get these things to fit where they don't cover the threads, then I'm going to make sure that I can get these in, because one of these holes is kind of tilted in a little bit. Now that's not a problem. It is a problem because this flange is so big, it hits. So I'm just going to take some kind of grinder and cut all the way around it. I've been thinking about how do I get a nice round edge. That's why I was showing you slipping this over, or I'll just put a piece of tape on it. And I might have to cut it twice because I don't want to cut too much off. So I'm just going to try to show a close-up of this, just so you can... I guess the point I'm making here is, I put my manifolds on the car thinking these are going to be okay. I tighten them down and they're loose. So that's why I'm trying it now. So I'll see if I can actually give you a visual on that best I can. All I can do is stand this up on edge, but when I put it on, watch this bottom, it's going to bottom out on here. It shouldn't do that. I can't even get it tight. It's loose. On both of them. The caliper. Because the other ones are in, you know, they're just too hard to read for me. But this one is in actually, each one of these little graduations is a 64th. So like the center of this flange where it should be hitting, again, this is a, I don't know if you see it, but this is like at a 45, so I'm going right to the center of it. I'll go a little bit extra. Reading this first, I got 2.5, 2 inches and a half. So looking at this, okay, 2.5, remember that. So 2.5 is way inside of that. So, okay, so it's 2.5, but this is almost 3 inches. So the next thing, again, I want to be prepared. When I put these, it's awkward getting these exhaust manifolds on. So I got all these head gaskets here. So I'm just going to show you. I'm going to use this head here. This is the one that came with the car. It was the wrong head, but they're all the same. It's a 455. So these gaskets were left over from the rebuild kit of the engine. So here's one set. Totally wrong. I mean, I don't even know how that got in there. Then I ordered a couple from Ames. Well, first I'll show you. These two came in. These two were in the leftover. So let's see if these fit from the head from the rebuild. Okay, those fit. And they also have a like a compression washer, which will flatten down to make it tight. So those came with the engine rebuild. And these, I forgot I even had these. But then I got these two from Ames, and they say these are the factory ones. And they look almost exactly the same as the one that came with the engine rebuild. And these are made by Victor. So here's the one made by Victor. Here's the one by Fieldbro. They're exactly the same shape. Let me just try my new, just curious, see if there's any difference. This is 1/64th. The Victor. And the Field Pro. Again, this isn't as precise as my other calipers, but. And this is the same. So anyway, but the point I'm making is just, again, everybody knows this, but make sure your holes line up. Which they do. And this is a D-port manifold in this year. It's not round. So I got the mouth. I got the gaskets. I cleaned the threads. I got the anti-seize compound, which is, let me just go check it. I gotta tilt it sideways. So if I go on a straight line, .3/16. I'm gonna cut off 3/16. The only way I'm gonna cut off 3/16. Again, that's measuring it like that. So just this little bit, plus the thickness of the blade, is what I needed. Gotta figure out a system that I can know it's tight enough. Now that I know it's gonna work. Again, I'm human, I make mistakes, so I try to avoid mistakes as much as I can. I'm just going to mark on this right now before I take the tag off. Left. Right. Right on. Yeah, that worked. So this one's a passenger. Need to get my bolts ready. It looks good to me. There's a slight gap right there. 10. Yeah, 10. It's 10. So, what do I do? Okay, well, I got two choices. I got three choices. I can not do anything. Because I got this compression washer on here. I can not do anything. I could take it to a machine shop. Or I could try to fix it myself. Putting this battery charger away, and I was just thinking, I remember I bought this when I had my Roadrunner back in the 70s. It still works. It's Schreier's. You got a car on there. But I remember, I don't know why I remember, but I do remember, I was in a friend's like Skylark, and we went down to a place called Underground Records afterwards. And the passenger door was open, and he backed up and he hit a parking sign and tweaked his door was open and tweaked his door. So I'm gonna try to sand this down. What do I got to lose? I got this sander. I haven't used it. I bought this when I was in construction. I don't think I've used this. Yeah, I don't know how long. The 90s. It's got an arrow on it for direction. Which way is it spinning? Nice long cord. Back when this cord's got to be 15 feet long. Let's see, so which way is it going? This way. There's arrows on the inside of this paper. went down. These stupid glasses, you can only see on the bottom. Different glasses. These are good for safety, but not for this. Just a little bit right in the center here. A little bit on this side. That's good. I don't know, a couple thousandths. The problem with sanding is they get rid of all the ruts. And this one has ruts in it. Let's get rid of some of it. Yeah, that helps. Yeah, I'm going to try to put the passenger side up in and see if I can slip the gasket after I get a bolt or two in there. Okay, I got it up. Here. The other two bolts I can't get from here. So I'm gonna put the car down. I can't get her from here. Maybe I can. It looks like if I stand right, here's the oil pan and the oil pan. There's the second bolt. I can't even see the third bolt. If I start this bolt, then I'll try to get the gasket in. Somehow. Okay. I got the second bolt. Now you probably can't see this, but here's the gasket. Okay, here's the other side. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I can show this, but I don't know what's going to happen. Oh yeah, that's in. I just realized I didn't put any anti-seize on those bolts. So I'm going to do this one. Okay, I got this bolt started. I'm gonna have to go back and get those other bolts. That I just put in on the other side and put some anti-seize on that. So I'm not gonna show anymore. Anyway, you can see it can be done from the bottom. And that's the way. On this side it's hanging almost flat. On this side it's hanging a little crooked. You can see it. So we'll see what happens. So, taking the other back bolt out. Put the stuff all the way up. Screw it. The thing with the exhaust bolts, you're gonna need to go back and check it after you heat it up a few times. Take the front bolt back out. My hands are getting frickin' cold. Front engine side, underneath the driver. And if you can see the end of the screwdriver, I don't know if you can see it right there. If this fuel pump wasn't in the way, and I loosened this hose, it'd be easy, but I was able to get it in. For some reason, it went right in. So we're on the driver's side. I'm just gonna zoom in. It's hard to see through this viewfinder. That's where I am right now. And I'll go to the other side. Okay, here's the passenger side. I got the camera on a tripod, so I'm just gonna lean it over. There it is. It fits. You can see where it says 6x heads. It fits. I just have to, you can see on this side there's one more bolt. If you can see where I'm pointing, that's it. There's 3 bolts on this side. The other one goes right there. Oops. So that's it. End of part 3.